So yes, hello guys, welcome to another video from me, Ezra, and it's that time of year again. That time of year when these blue little avatar Smurfy cards come out with the team of the seasons, and I'm going to go through a few of the leagues in different videos. Today we're going to do the BPL TOTS predictions, and this is my view on it. So don't give me hate because this is my personal opinion. But if you do want to suggest other players that you put in your BPL team of the season, just tell me in the comments section below, and I'll see about that. So first in goal we have the Chelsea and Czech Republic keeper Petr Cech, and I would give him a 91 rated card. I mean, it's obvious he's going to be the goalkeeper team of the season. I mean, Chelsea have conceded the least goals in the Premier League. I think it's only about 24 goals in total, and he has been a big part of that, as he has been absolutely brilliant. Best goalkeeper in the Premier League by far. So then right back we have Seamus Coleman, who's been the highest scoring fullback in the Premier League. He has that electrifying pace up the right hand side for Everton, and he scores quite a few, and he is more of an attacking fullback, but he does do the work at the back as well. And then moving on to the centre backs, we have Laurent Koscielny for Arsenal, who's had 2 informs, I think, and he has been outstanding. Also, his partner Mertesacker as well, but put him on the bench because I don't think he played as well as Koscielny. But next to Koscielny is John Terry, and few of you may think why, but he's had 2 informs, but that's not just because of it. As I said earlier, Chelsea have only conceded 24 goals, and he's a big part to play for that. The captain. He's been phenomenal this season, but also an unsung hero because people haven't been going on about him as much, but he has been doing his work and he's been consistent throughout. And not many people want to buy the card because of the 52 pace, but I think if you got him next to a pacey person, for instance Koscielny, who I'd give 84 pace, he's got 96. I'd give him 96 defending and 92 heading. So that would be a really good card. And then left back, Everton's other fullback, Leighton Baines, and like Coleman, bombing up those wings, getting the crosses in, getting the goals in. He's scored a few and made quite a few assists. That's why I gave him the 85 passing right there, because he made the crosses and stuff. So then we move to the midfield, and Yaya Toure, who I think has been the joint best player of the season with Luis Suarez. That's why I've given them both a 94 rated card. And Yaya Toure's only had 1 inform, but he's been consistent throughout. And he scored about 20 odd goals. And for playing defensive midfield, central midfield for this whole season, that's a pretty good record. And look at those stats I give him. I mean, it'll be like Ruud Gullit's card, but better, because Ruud Gullit's card, all his stats are above 80 on the card. But imagine that'd be such a nice card to play with, but I reckon he'd be quite expensive. But moving on to right midfield, well, it is a left midfielder, but it's Jay Rodriguez, who many people might not choose to put in their team, but I would, and I'd try to buy his card depending on how expensive it is, and because he has been playing really well for Southampton, especially down this back end of the season. Amazing. I give him 90 pace and 80 shot, 84 dribbling, 82 heading, 74 passing, and 56 defending. So that'd be a nice card as well. But Eden Hazard, he's probably been the 3rd best player in the Premier League this season. Some may argue that he's also been joint best with Suarez and Toure, but in my opinion, he's 3rd. Easily been Chelsea's best player this season. I can't wait to see him in the World Cup. He's wondering whether he can do what he can do Chelsea for Belgium. He'd have a really nice card, but he would cost a few million coins. 93 rated. Then Adam Lallana at attacking midfield, as with Jay Rodriguez. He's been a reason why Southampton have really overachieved this year, because they've been really playing well and really nice flair football from Mauricio Pochettino. And he would have a nice card as well. I like Lallana on FIFA, so I think that would be good as well. And then up front, the Liverpool partnership, SAS, Sturridge and Suarez. First of all, we have Sturridge. He's had a great season. The limelight's kind of been on Suarez, but Sturridge as well. Everyone recognises that he has been superb for them. and I give him an 88 rated card. And he's had an upgrade and an inform. And then the other striker, Luis Suarez, who's arguably been the best player in the Premier League this season. That would be an amazing card. Imagine 88 pace, 93 shot, 97 dribbling, 80 passing, 78 heading, and 60 defending. So that's the starting 11 for you. And now let's go on to the bench. This can be quite controversial actually, but I'll tell you about that in a minute. Goalkeeper for the bench, Wojciech Szczesny, who's been amazing for Arsenal this season. He's got an upgraded card, and he has been all-round really good keeper, but I would say Czech picked him to the post. But I think he's had more saves or clean sheets than Czech. I can't remember. He's one of them. I think it's saves. He's got more saves than Czech, which is pretty good. And then Mertesacker, who's been really good for Arsenal this season. He's had a couple of informs, I think, one or two, can't remember. But he'd be slow again on the card. Him and Montero, funny to play them together, so he might not go for as much. But I mean, look at that. He's almost 2 meters tall. He's a giant. So then we move on to Luke Shaw at the left back. He's been really good for Southampton as well. Really good. They've had lots of success this season. He'd be a nice card to use. Ross Barkley's been great, good young English talent, along with Shaw, and that'd be a nice card. 83 rated, I'd give him. He's already got an upgrade and an inform. And there's Steven Gerrard. Some people might put him in the starting 11, but I don't think he's been. I think he's been great, but I don't think he's been first 11 Premier League this season. I mean, a lot of his goals have been penalties. So, yeah, but he has been getting better as seasons progressed. One of his best seasons for a few years, because last year, the year before, he was good, but he wasn't great. He was injured a bit. And then the penultimate player, Oscar. Look at those stats that he would have. 88 rated. That'd be amazing. Insane. He's had an inform and an upgrade. He's been amazing for Chelsea this season. Really good with Hazard and Willian or Schürrle or Salah or whoever's playing them. So, yeah, he's been really good this season, making assists and scoring goals a lot, playing in attacking midfield. And then we have Sergio Aguero, who's been injured for most of the season, but that didn't stop him already getting about 16 goals around that mark. I'd give him 93 rated even though he's been injured because, but look at the stats he'd have. That'd be insane. I mean, he might be the best player of all of them. Might go for a lot, but he's on the bench because he was injured for about half the season. But if you look at the stats like goals to game, minutes to goal ratio, Aguero has got a better record than Suarez, but we don't know if that would be true if Aguero had been injured because he might have flopped a bit, but you never know. But I think Aguero deserves to be on there. This is controversial, but a lot of people will be saying Aaron Ramsey. But for me, Aaron Ramsey, had a good start to the season, like a very good start to the season. He was easily the best player up till January, but maybe even before that. But after that, he got injured, and when he's come back,
you need to come quickly now because you got to go.
So I was saying, Ramsey hasn't great end of the season, and he has been injured, so I wouldn't put him in. But if they do reserves, which probably won't, he would definitely be in their first pick, and he may even get onto the bench for, say, Barkley, Gerrard, Oscar, because he has been a really good player for Arsenal this season. So thank you guys for watching. Leave who you think should be in it this season, should be in the BPL TOTS. And yeah, can't wait for 2 seasons.